Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ebony is alleged to have blacked out, like she blacked out and she almost failed, if not for the help of her bodyguard, as we are hearing, allegedly, as it is rumored and reported and speculated, that Ebony blacked out and almost fell down upon seeing Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife, walking through the royal walkway to the chambers of the Ooni of Ife. They say the royal walkway where the Ooni of Ife passes to his chambers has some kind of transparent glass, and everybody was on that sit out, okay, the open area where Oloris are allowed to sit while she was waiting for the Ooni of Ife. You know that they said there are restrictions right now in the palace. Up until now, we are hearing that those restrictions are still there, like big time there. The Ooni of Ife has not taken away those restrictions, and that is what is causing all the problems that is happening right now in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. As we are hearing, if this information is true, that Ebony was seated at the sitting area waiting for the Ooni of Ife, and now saw Olori Naomi and Ooni of Ife walking through to the chambers of the Ooni of Ife, that she had a blackout. She stood up, acted as if she wanted to beckon on the king, but she had a blackout that she almost failed, if not for the help of her own bodyguard. Now, recall that we have, because of this drama with the $180,000, dollar scam that is going on, fingers were pointed at her because of what the on started last week. Whether she's the one or not is not up to me to say. But of course, I have explained to you that when bloggers like me talk, we are not talking based on what we know. These are not first-hand information. These are rumored, speculated, and, no be me talk hamly information, okay? And so now they said she took the next available flight from UK to come and explain herself to the Ooni of Ife. And the Ooni of Ife has been very, very upset because the Ooni of Ife thinks that this drama is coming, or this drama emanated from, that route from what, the aunt had planted last 2 weeks, okay? And Ebony says she has got absolutely nothing to do with it. I have said this over and over again. And then now she wanted to speak to the Ooni of Ife. She's been trying to have that one-on-one time to explain things to the Ooni of Ife, but unfortunately, they said while she was just sitting there, the Ooni of Ife passed with Olori Naomi, and they were headed towards his chambers, and Ebony blacked out completely. Now, if you have been following my trend, when I do videos, I start with African adage, okay? Yesterday, I did one adage where I said that you have, no control over what is not yours. Kabiyesi happens to be a man that, has the heart, the love, and the attention of Olori Naomi. And, considering the circumstances surrounding this whole overthrowing and overtaking of events that happened between Ebony and Olori Naomi, sometimes it is important for people to understand that when you start something on the wrong note, it ends on the wrong note. Like the kind of emotional, stress that these women, especially Ebony, has been going through, I feel like it's unnecessary. I feel like, you can never, ever, or you should never, ever put yourself in a place where you allow yourself go through this kind of heartache. Because when something is not yours, it is never yours. And that person is going to pay attention to that which the person prefers. And that happens to be Olori Naomi. Now, if you have been following the trend, you see the way Ebony talks about the Ooni of Ife. You see the way Ebony, love, will tell you how much she loves Ooni of Ife. She preaches love and she does a lot. And, for me, sometimes I used to think that just maybe this woman truly loved the Ooni of Ife. But unfortunately, you cannot plant cocoyam and hope to harvest pumpkin. And this is what is going on. Under any other circumstances, this would have been so great. But of course, Olori Naomi is there. Olori Naomi has always been the love of the monarch's life, and there's nothing you can do to change it. And right now, things have, gotten to that point where these two, they are trying to fix their relationship. They are working so hard on their relationship. They are closer than they have always been. And things are just the way they are. And this is something that, if you ask me, Ebony does not want, and Ebony would never want, and Ebony would never get used to. And this is why it hurts her so much to see them together. Upon seeing them together, as we are hearing, if this information is true, they said she blacked out, they had to hold her. And she was crying that this is not fair. Now, they said the only thing she cries about is the way she is treated, the gross lack of affection from the monarch. She's ready to go and come from the UK like 100 times. She begs for that affection that she never gets and all of that. And then this that is even provoking the monarch to saying that he wants to even divorce her, that should he find out that she has got anything to do with this, that he is going to divorce her. Now, how is it possible that you stay with a man and you love a man who doesn't even trust you? The man feels like you can do something like this even when you think or you know that this is not something that you would ever be able to do to your man. But it is what it is. Because no matter how much Ebony tries, no matter what Ebony does, Kabiyesi will still, prefer Olori Naomi and love Olori Naomi. They said the pain that she went through upon seeing these two together is unparalleled, that she was crying the entire time. And to make it worse, they said until she left that very day, Kabiyesi never came out again, because Kabiyesi was right there inside with Olori Naomi, who had stopped by again to meet. Like that, from what we are hearing, if the information we keep getting is the truth, that they said these few days, he's been back and forth with Olori Naomi, royal mansion back to Ife, royal mansion back to Ife. That is almost as if he is doing this deliberately to let others know that, no matter what you do, it's never going to stop what I feel for this woman, and it's never going to stop our union together. And they said this is something that is plaguing others so much that they do not like it, that they would do anything whatsoever in this world to ensure that things were different. But right now, it does seem as if things have gotten out of where it's supposed to be. The monarch knows exactly what he's doing, and he's ready to do it to the last. They say Ebony blacked out. She almost fell down. She was crying and doing everything to see the monarch, and, so jealous over the fact that she saw Olori Naomi and the monarch together. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, speculated information. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.